Hey.
I figured I put you in the top row so you have to move yourself this week.
I did. You see that I moved myself before we started, but you put me back though.
And he's petty.
Good job.
He's just gonna start out petty.
I'm well trained.
You put me back
for the lack thereof. Good gracious.
I said trained, not table manners. Big difference.
I like being up top so I can look down.
You know what? I don't know if we need to know that about you.
I hope we're talking about podcasting because this really got off.
What? I know what y'all talking about. What happened?
Podcasting. That's what we're talking about.
We're talking about production. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
Well played.
Dog, we are literally 100. We are what 100 seconds in. Hey man, welcome to running with scissors. We appreciate y'all being here. What's going on?
We fired up and ready to go.
No doubt.
On this lovely Tuesday evening. No, it's Wednesday. See, it's been that kind of week.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. It's been a week of weeks, but you know what? We still in here. We still gonna keep it going. We still holding it down. How y'all feeling?
Doing well.
Feeling pretty good. How was your guys' holiday? If you celebrate, if you did anything.
What holiday?
I'm just saying, I don't know if you celebrate or some people do. Some people
Memorial
don't.
Day.
It's called paid day off for work. I'm great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an extra day.
You know how I celebrated? Mario Party.
Aha.
Okay.
Because
I was in the house chilling.
I still do not understand why that game is so popular. Dang, Mario.
You don't understand why Mario Party is popular?
No.
I
just never thought it was going to last as long as it has.
Mario Party, the game where everybody gets it's literally you have one main game and then you get a bunch of small mini games that are actually fun.
I know.
You are super
and I'm the one with the gaming channel. I'm not even that outraged.
You are super excited.
You got the gaming channel. Hey, vouch.
You're factual. I didn't think you was gonna go ballistic though. I'm like, whoa, he is really passionate about this Mario Kart.
I'm excited about it.
That's the one listen. I am a Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy person till the day. Gears of War, freaking Left 4 Dead, all those games, that genre for sure. That's me. But Mario Party continues something inside of me that nostalgically speaking, back when I first had Game Boy,
that's what it is right there.
It just
nostalgia of it all.
You know,
and you explained it perfectly because that's what it is. Right.
Yeah, man.
I get it.
I'm about to say
I used to play that game with my son all the time when he was little. My oldest.
Really?
See? I'm like Tetris and Sudoku and Solitaire.
Oh, Tetris is still.
I like ColecoVision Atari girl. You know, I'm a ColecoVision Atari girl.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I got nothing but respect for those. Yeah.
You know what? I like the Wii though. When the Wii came out, I was like,
the Wii was cool.
I guess the physical movement of it.
That's the funny thing.
I was feeling the Wii. Everybody moved on. Anyway,
I still got all of them at the crib. Ain't nobody moved on over here. We still play all that stuff.
You got the whole thing, arcade, everything.
You got a Sega Genesis on you, bro? If you got Sega Genesis, bro.
I had one, but I
94.
You need Genesis? Because I can have you one in about 2 weeks if you legit, if you need one.
Bro,
nah. We're gonna bookmark that one. All right.
You already held it down by sending my son the Ace, and I appreciate that care package, boy.
Oh man,
everybody! I promise you, today's show is not about games. We just got.
We just chopping it up.
But I'm about to start the show. I'm about to start this show with one.
We will wait. We just chopping it up just to see how everybody. Did we even introduce ourselves?
No, we were going. I thought we were going to do that after the introduction. We introduced the show then ourselves.
So what we doing? We talking about ourselves, or we starting the show? I only got one mouth, folks. Help me out.
It depends on how close you are on that button.
This is pre-pod.
I'm always on the button. The pulse of the people too.
Pre-pod banter, intro the show, our introductions, and then we get into the first thing, and then we get into the topic of the day.
Sounds great. Shout out to everybody that's joining us early. Hey, y'all.
What's good?
Right.
Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Appreciate y'all pulling up.
What's up?
Yeah, so
But don't go nowhere because we got a lot more. We got a lot more.
Especially if y'all this worked up. Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to happen on this show. You just really don't.
The one time
if
I'm
you
waiting for you to
spend
say
over
intro.
$300,000 on dinner with me, I'm going to kill you.
What?
Intro.
Yeah, he did it. He just left us on that.
No, welcome back. Welcome back. And
What's
welcome
good?
to Running with
Well played.
Scissors.
I like that. That was a nice little twist in there.
Okay, I am Michelle with the 1L.
Wait. The unlit Michelle with 1L. Unlit.
Yeah, the foreground is bright, the background is darkness.
Yeah, but you see, I'm bright. I
He
don't
is
want
petty
to
today.
cause no seizures
I got your back.
today.
I got
No,
your
I'm
back,
saying your
man.
aura is so bright you don't need a background because your aura is so
I'm
great.
about to say,
and bright.
yeah, you know.
It's
what
behind
it is.
you. There you go. It's behind you.
There you
I
go.
am
right.
Penny Cohen. See,
I'm
your
East
turn.
Double, and I am here today.
And I am RG, the owner of the Base Motel. You're welcome.
I'm gonna need Kiki to get out of this.
Look, we just do the same.
Kiki, hey Kiki.
I said, what?
Right?
Are you out here hitting people?
Yeah,
That's
he's
blasphemous. I don't like to be slandered on my own
Why are you
stuff.
abusing people? Did we have a show about that?
He snitched on you.
I
He
know,
just
right?
told America everything. Really?
She said, "What? That's crazy."
You said,
Can you go start the topic, thingy?
and then you said,
Stop thingy on,
hey
please.
D,
You know what?
look, D, I don't have no lights in the back today.
Today's topic. Oh,
That was just for you because I
no.
don't
You know what? Ezel, can you please hit us with our disclaimer and include the lights in it? Please.
Hold on. I need to pull
Jesus
up.
Christ.
No, seriously, because
I mean,
that
really,
was something that was brought to my attention.
our creativity may cause seizures, curiosity, or just plain nosiness.
That was
Take
something
care
that
of
was brought to
yourself.
my attention that I
Take care
really
of yourself.
didn't
Our
know.
creativity may cause what?
Reassure
It's
you.
about that. Hold on.
We don't know what's going to be in the background. You know, you're in a mood. She just feeling it. She wanted some blinkers.
They might be back though, but they just won't be blinking.
That's why I'm letting them know. We don't know what kind of mood you're going to be
They
in.
just won't be
It's
blinking.
possible. Look, if you are sensitive, turn your head and just listen to us. Protect yourself. All right?
That was almost a really good segue because we are actually in audio form. It was almost perfect.
It's right about there, right?
That close. To promote our other mediums where you can watch our show on all these lovely platforms.
We have so many different ways that you guys can like literally listen to us. It's so awesome.
There are options.
Because we on
care about you
Spotify,
guys,
we on Apple Podcasts, we on all the platforms that you could possibly think of that you can listen to us on audio, as well as see our beautiful faces, our lovely faces.
You know what? That's what we need to add. We need to add a list down there.
Yeah. So when you in your car and you riding, you could just throw it on.
You got that disclaimer ready before we violate ourselves.
We'll read the disclaimer before we get sued.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to what's it called? I'm trying to pull up one that covers all bases. Just give me 1 second, y'all.
But while you're doing that, we can at least let the people know what we're talking about today.
Okay, right?
And that would be the importance of respecting others in all your relationships.
Yes.
Every last one. Okay. Ooh. Your neighbor, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your grandmama, your mother, your father, your co-workers.
Everybody.
Your neighbors. It's not just sexual or romantic. We are all in this together. Therefore, we are all having relationships. You just don't know how they're going to last. It's going to last in the parking lot, and that's it. You'll never see them again.
Wait a minute.
Or you might.
I got a
Hey,
lot
look.
to say.
Excuse me.
Please clarify.
Hey,
Hey, yo. Yeah.
Yo,
What?
all right. Listen, welcome to Running with Scissors. The content of this podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only. The express are personal opinions and not professional advice. We are not liable for any actions taken based on this podcast. Listener discretion is advised. For professional advice, please consult a qualified expert and enjoy the show. Now, what you said? A what relationship? The what?
That's
She
an
said to
Which
the
one?
parking lot.
all relationships
Me?
are important and they should all be respected. As this, that's what Penny said.
Yes, I'm
Wow.
saying that because people don't
Wow.
pay attention to the minute relationships. The way that
You see
because
that too,
one,
right? E?
it's a
Hey,
small world. You don't know if you're gonna see that person again, and how you interact with them in this moment, it matters. It's the ripple effect.
That's very true.
Hey, look,
But
it
before,
might be a 10-minute relationship, but it is an occurrence. It is a situation. It's a relationship. Because if you see him again, guess what? However you started, it's gonna play right into the rest of it too.
for sure. But right, that's the main topic.
paper plastic. So I had a relationship with the cashier because I brought some wine. Is that what you're trying
You
to
see
say?
that cashier again?
Can we
All
please jump into the
relationships,
free
all
Yeah.
of them.
Okay, right on.
Interactions
please
and those relationships. Any
20
interaction
on
has the
5, good man. Chop
possibility
chop.
to go more past that moment. You don't think
Right.
so? Any
for sure.
interaction could
Look, I'm not saying whether I agree or disagree because we're gonna save this for after after our first topic, which is crazy stuff I've seen on the internet today.
Sorry, you ready to run it?
Yes.
Let's go.
Dude, that's why he said it.
I have to check with you guys because I never know nowadays when to
Yeah,
click
we
the
just
button.
be wild. We just be running with scissors, bro.
We just be talking.
There we
running,
go. Let's
ready,
go.
running.
Crap I seen on the internet.
All right.
ISO.
Look, dog, and I want to shout out to if you
Hey, yes we are. Yes we
Thank
are.
love you. I need this in a couple more colors. But let me tell y'all something. First and foremost, I saw this on the internet. I saw a lot of things on the internet, and I sent it to my co-host today. But one of the things that I saw that really just hurt my soul
Little soul dog.
was that somebody, I don't know who, they was apparently at some type of event where they spent upwards of $320,000 on their outing, their encounter. Now, mind you, I say upwards of $320,000 because it was like 330 something was the final total. I just want to be very clear about this. If you are my friend, I don't care if you're a billionaire. I'm not letting you spend $300,000 on dinner, on a festival, wherever we are at. That's not happening. We might run it up, right? And running it up might be a couple thousand, whatever. Fine by me. But 300 grand, the actual cost of most houses below the Mason-Dixon line. I'm sorry, but nah, dog. Nah, we're not doing that.
Well,
We are
it
not.
ain't tricking if you got it.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if I got it, it's a
Oh,
level of tricking.
I like that. Shout out
It's a
to
certain
Wayne.
level.
Well,
Wayne.
Hey,
Waste
look,
is
I
waste,
think that even
though.
if you got it, it is still a certain level of tricking.
Waste from
Like,
who?
come on. Let's make it make sense. There's a lot you can do with that. For real.
And they did it. They,
but if you're a
they broke out.
billionaire, $300 and something thousand is really not like a lot of money.
For them.
For
Yeah.
them.
Was it fabulous? Was the event great? Like,
It
you know what
wasn't
I'm
even
saying?
an event.
Did it
$300,000
It was-
not a money as a billionaire.
It was a check, like drinks and food and stuff.
You just paid for everybody's food and dinner?
Well, I saw the receipt that Mizelle had sent in our chat, and it said that the water bill was what?
Bro, somebody pull it up because I can't.
Let me find this. Let me find this
Yeah,
thing.
so I'm looking at it. So the grand total was $323,848.39, and they paid what 20%, for a 20% service charge of 46 grand.
Hey man, and about that 20% service charge, let me tell y'all something. Hey, these restaurants is sneaky as hell, boy, because they just be trying to slide that little 20% in.
Actually, they got them for 29 cents because they gave them a surcharge for $20, and then they gave them a service charge of 20.
But do y'all see the tip? Look at the tip.
That's what he said.
The tip is 46,000.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The service charge.
Oh, the service charge.
The service charge.
The water bucket for the water.
It ain't no tip. They already took their tip.
That was included.
They took the tip, the shaft, the whole.
But they had Red Bull, Ace of Spades. They spent
that was horrible.
And on water, they spent $2,700.
Where did they go?
To the White House.
I ain't no White House. White House don't charge. They went to it got.
And it says it was only 15 people here.
15 people.
15 people for
most people don't spend $250 grand on their family reunion. What are you talking about, dog?
Bro,
everybody get little kids.
Bro, you know how
I want your firstborn, all of
it. That's two weddings, a trip, a reception. Bro, that's the down payment on the first house, the first car. That is literally enough to start somebody's entire life at past the age of 25. Are you shitting me?
That's the engagement and the divorce.
I will play.
Alimony. Donated that money to charity.
Okay.
They did themselves.
Their water must have
come back to themselves. Okay.
Dog, if I spend $27,000 on water, bro, that better be the life giving water. That better be the. Let me tell you what that water should do. That water should literally bring me everything I want in the world, dog. That water better be an investment. Like, no, dog. Like, no.
It still need to be raining down on me for the rest of the season. Like, I don't even
dog, every time I
need to be full for a
thirsty
lifetime off of this. No. It doesn't make sense. I don't think you got it or not. It does not make
y'all
sense.
think that was ridiculously crazy, or
yeah,
got it?
It's a bit much for me, but I can't count people's pockets. It's a bit much for me.
So let me ask y'all a question. You a millionaire? You spending that?
No, because I'm gonna set my money on fire.
Billionaire.
But that's me though. That's mine.
You a billionaire. Hold on. You a billionaire.
If I was a millionaire,
no, I'm still not doing
at this stage in my life. No, but in my 20s,
now if I'm taking that 250 in the whole
15 people,
fine.
No,
it can't be 15 people for 250. You know what I'm saying? If I'm feeding the whole city or something like that, yeah.
Dog,
I would see that.
I was about to say,
if it's a whole city, yeah.
If I'm doing charitable work in the entire city, dog, an entire village in Detroit, Michigan is getting fed, then absolutely I'm doing that.
I run that. Who's to say that they're not doing that? See, and we are also thinking a non-millionaire's mindset. We're thinking from a non-millionaire's mindset. So I thought
I'm gonna give a homeless person.
Listen.
I'm gonna give a homeless person Ace of Spades. And I'm gonna tell you, they pick up by
differently.
It's only 15 people. You just spent all that money on only 15 people. Nah. No.
And I bet you they walked away and their pockets were still heavy. And they weren't thinking about that.
And I'm sure their friendships is probably still empty too. Like, no.
Maybe or maybe not. But who are we to say?
I hope it was worth it for everybody involved.
How they think and how we think are very different. And maybe y'all would think that way if you were a billionaire. Maybe you would. I don't know. But ain't nothing wrong with a little splurging every now and again. I want to splurge on my people. Come on, y'all.
Hey, look,
take trips. I'm taking my people on trips and doing things.
We already told everybody when we become billionaires, don't look for that kind of lunch. It's not happening.
When I become a billionaire, I my people. My people that was riding with me now, I got y'all.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I can't even imagine
everybody that was there.
I got my people. We taking trips. We doing all that.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but I bet you want me no $300,000 lunch.
I
Like
probably
really,
wouldn't spend 320,000 on a restaurant bill. I don't know.
one
That's
meal.
what I
On a
would do.
restaurant
But
bill.
maybe they would
I'll
just
spend
away.
320. I'm gonna buy the restaurant. What do you
Might as well.
Hey,
Thank
listen,
you. See,
Might as
see, exactly.
But maybe
The
who
chef
knows?
and everybody.
You know,
We
I would
cooking for
like
the
to
rest
see
of the week. Like,
whose bill is that? That's what I want to know. Whose bill is it? I want to know who spent that money. Can we find that out? Let's do some research. We're gonna
Can't
come
stop,
back.
won't stop.
It ain't him.
no.
I couldn't help it.
We will not be having any diddler references on this show.
I didn't say you said that. I did. I said can't
You
stop, won't
said
stop.
You
that.
started it.
That was what's it
You
called?
said that. I
That
did
was
not say anything about the.
that's a Dave Chappelle reference for me.
I'm gonna say we will not be taking anything. No.
Sorry.
It stop. Will stop. You about to be stopped.
Gold bottles. Hey,
Y'all
listen.
so petty today. Y'all petty today.
We're panic.
Listen, I'm telling you, that water. Hey, look, dog.
No.
All right.
Y'all funny.
So that was
Next.
crazy.
So what do y'all think about? All right. So that was the first. Can I get my second one off now?
Yes, sir. Please do.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
ISO
Get
again.
it.
All right. So
Yeah.
check this out. I just want to bring this to everybody and in the audience. Hey, look, y'all can definitely contribute to this as well. And what's it called? Trigger warning for anybody. But this couple, they posted that you know, she knows that her husband is in fact gay, and she caught him making out with the next door neighbor husband, who's super Christian, as by their words.
Okay.
And that she's not leaving her husband at all. And so I wonder, what causes people to be in relationships like that, to where, hey, she knows that he's like that, but she's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I respect anybody. If it's love, it's love. If it's like one of those promise, because I was talking about this with another friend of mine, they was like saying, well, I remember having a discussion, and a gay friend of mine was saying, hey, after a certain point in time, if we can't find anybody, can I be your person? Can you be my person? And I also looked it up, and apparently in Japan they have these relationships where it's a friendship, right? It's just a guy-girl friendship, but they're like married in a sense, like to where like they have the whole wedding reception and all that good stuff, and it's a thriving business out there. So I'm wondering, for us, do you guys see this stuff going in that direction, or what I'm saying, and what do you guys think is causing it, especially nowadays?
Penny got her hand up.
Okay.
Yes.
Penny, please, whatever you say, remember,
we want to come back next week.
We want this podcast to keep going. For real.
I can't believe I'm that person.
No,
I'm the one that wants
you be right there, and in the last one, we have to edit that. So we want this podcast.
Okay, I will be mindful.
Let me take a sip.
I'll be mindful.
ISO.
So I have seen this. I have seen this in multiple age groups, nationalities, statuses. And for almost every single one of it, no, it didn't have anything to really do with love. It had to do with loneliness, or it was an arrangement. There are so many down low people. I'm telling you, if you knew the truth, it would scare you. It would scare you.
Wouldn't care.
There are a lot of people. No, there's a lot of people that do have these arrangements, whether it is a financial agreement, like we will just work better in this, economy. If we do this together, it looks good for the outsiders, whether it's family, whether it's, for their corporations. Sometimes you just have to look like you are playing the role of a family, regardless of what you actually like and desire for yourself. And people do it all the time. Like I said, all ages, nationalities, and statuses.
What you got?
Okay.
Right. Penny, you're muted. I don't know what happened. Sound went out.
No.
Uh-oh.
Your sound.
Well,
I almost want to put it back on ice and maybe her stomach come back.
They get together. I knew a couple like that were together for 20 plus years. They had children and everything, but anybody could clearly see that he was gay because he was flamboyant and everything.
Okay.
So I can remember just asking, I'm like, is so gay? That was just the thing.
Yes.
He ended up leaving her for a man years later, like 30 years later.
You have a lot of people that stay in relationships like that because they don't want to be by themselves. And I ain't gonna lie to you, you have a lot of women that be really desperate and they be just so happy to be well, at least I have a man. At least you have a man, even if he don't even want you. Like that's crazy. But
it's always desperation because when you meet this person, I don't know if that was the thing. It's possible.
But once you find out and
fall
you
in love
stay,
with somebody, because there are people that are, both they love men and women. So if this person was treating them really, really good,
then they was hoping for the best.
Or is it about happiness?
Some of them can be trying to hope for the best, but if you know that you got that kind of competition, you got to be honest with yourself. Don't be kind of hoping. I hope that I do everything to make them change.
I don't know if every situation
I don't know if everybody want to be changed.
I
don't know if everybody want to be changed.
There are some people that are happy in that situation, and it's not about being lonely. They're just accepting and they're happy. Yeah. I don't think everybody in this person is unhappy.
But doesn't make sense. If you are attracted and you want and desire the opposite sex, then why would you not be married to them if you're happy? That's settling.
I don't know.
And you will never change.
Whether it's settling, but does settling mean you're not happy?
And what about for those people who have like?
I don't agree with that. 100%.
What about for those people who have the desire of just being with their best friend? Like it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but they do want to have it acknowledged by
companionship too.
Because there is, in fact, there is benefits for marriage when you have.
So I don't know when that microphone went out, but that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of arranged marriage. There's so many down low people. You would be so surprised at how many down low really arranged marriages that they are. And I'm talking about all statuses, every age, and every nationality.
I agree with I'm sure.
It is. Get how you live. It don't bother me at all. That's what it is.
And I don't necessarily think it's a negative thing because people decide that this is what they choose to deal with. Like,
but
the standpoint that these people are all unhappy and miserable and they're lonely and depressed, and that's the reason why they're in it.
Rough.
I don't think that's the case.
No, that's something. I've seen that though. I've seen a lot of people.
I have too, and I think that can be the case.
On the other extreme, it was an agreement. Like I said, in this society, it makes sense for us to put our money together. It makes us look good, whether it be for our corporations, for our family, for our friends. We are safe. We trust each other. So we're going to do this. But love ain't got nothing to do with those that are agreements. You know what I mean? You can love the person that you're with, but if you're still attracted to something outside of that home, now you got to fight what you actually want to be loyal to your commitment.
Not always.
Unless
you understand what it is and you accept what it is. Every relationship is not the traditional relationship that we just look at it. Boy meets girl, get married, have a family, and that's that. That is not everybody's situation, and it doesn't mean that they're unhappy in whatever situation they choose. That's just my thoughts on it.
You have some people that will.
There are a lot of people that are unhappy and settling and decided I'm just going to be just because I want to be lonely. But there's the other side of it that people are actually happy.
You have some people that stay and deal with it because the truth was out there already. Like if you know that your woman or your man is gay from day one, if they step out and they get sloppy with it, they get caught. Now other people know what your arrangement is and they didn't know it. They didn't know it. And now you're in a position where folks are judging or, trying to figure out
what does that even matter though? I don't care what people think of me as long as everybody cares
what people say. Wait. Hold on, y'all. Let's take some time to address that real fast. I hate when we bring in the outside.
Make sure you make that down to 30 seconds. We almost got like commercial break. So you want to break after or before?
No, we'll just.
I want to make sure you get your full rant though. I want to make sure you get that. All right,
for sure.
Commercial break because he getting ready to get started. I seen a little vein
let's
in
do
your
the
forehead.
commercial break before he goes in.
Yes.
Tap into your essence with a divine essence candle. Candles that soothe your soul and balance your chakras. Each candle has an affirmation inscribed on each jar to help you stay grounded, create balance and harmony. Use code DE20 for 20% off your first purchase at divineessence.us.
Lunar Love by Denise, where everything is handmade in small batches. You can reach me at my Etsy website or at my email address and place your order. I'm also known as Lady D. Thank you.
And we are back. Brother Moon, you have the floor. Do you need an ice?
Hey, man, I want to just address this real fast, man. I hate when we do that. When we bring in the literal opinions of people who are unhappy or who are happy or who haven't really figured it out for themselves, opinions into our relationship. Whatever we got going for us is what we got going for us. It seems as if, though, that because we have a certain level of whether it be garnered respect or, just relationship equity with others, that we are so, I don't know, man, enthused to jump up whenever somebody wants to put their mouth into our relationship. But, dog, if their mouth ain't inside of what we doing inside of our bedroom, why is their mouth able to speak over our relationship?
Because it's only 2 weeks in your life. That's why it's only 2 weeks.
Because unfortunately, that is the reality for a lot of people. They tend to what other people think is what matters, but for some it doesn't.
I don't want to be.
That shouldn't be what we base anything on of what I'm doing this because of what so and so may say or because somebody's going to judge me. People got to start living for themselves and stop worrying about what the world is saying. Yeah,
exactly, Michelle. But a lot of people, the truth of the matter is almost everything that we do is based on the opinions of others. Even when we say we don't care, let's be real. Yes, we do. We want to make sure that we respect or that we represent our families well. We want to make sure that we don't embarrass our jobs, you know what I'm saying, our careers and things. There are things that we have to do to satisfy other people. So even though it shouldn't dictate what you do on your personal level, but do it, know why you're doing it, and stand on your ground. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my relationship and this is what I am, and don't nothing else matter.
Okay, cool.
Whatever
so at what point in time do you stop caring about others? Is it when you work for yourself, not like when you make it to a certain point where you can't be affected by other people's, like when do you get to a stage in life where you can really just wholeheartedly not care about what other people's opinions are in regards to your whatever you do?
When you've done that self-healing, when you know why you move the way that you move, when you know who you are and why you're doing what you're doing, you're not confused, you're not lacking nothing, you ain't searching for nothing, can't nobody fill that void, it is filled. So when you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, you ain't gonna answer to nobody and you move different.
So then
everyone else
so it takes healing and not monetary, not money, Now relationships, it just takes you
Nope.
healing whatever it is in yourself.
Yes, because if you are whole and you're not searching for anything, don't nothing else matter. We usually find we try to get them jobs, we try to have those careers, we try to have those fancy clothes because we are looking for something, we are feeling something. So if you are whole, then you're not searching and you're not walking around insecure. You know
I'm
exactly
pretty
who
good,
you
but
are.
I do like Nikes though. I really do like Nikes. They feel great. I'm not giving them up.
That's what I'm
And I'm
saying.
very
It's like no matter what, like can't nobody change your mind when you know what you're doing. Most people don't know what they're doing. They have no clue who they are. They don't know what they want to be when they grow up. They flip flop back and forth, and they are a product of their decisions. But when you know what you are doing and you are moving intently, can't nobody get in your way. You know exactly what's going on.
Sounds like a perfect person that I ain't never met.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel that to a certain degree. But I also feel like people work to a certain point to where like that doesn't. I would have thought that. I would have thought that certain people that I would not mention on the show had the ability to not care about, but clearly that they're invested in by others, and so they have to care to a certain degree about what takes place, inside of their private lives, and they have to take into consideration other people's opinions of them. But yeah, no, like I don't know, dog. Like I feel like we're never, well, I mean, I'm not gonna speak for everybody. I feel like as a society we're never gonna get to a place where we will not care about other people's opinions. I feel like it's always gonna be somewhat of a drawback for quite a great deal of the population, because a lot of people will call you crazy. For example, even the Wright brothers. You trying to make humans fly? They crazy. Can you imagine? Like how many people thought that they were crazy?
And they didn't care. They said we're gonna do this thing.
And they just
did.
They knew their purpose.
Crazy.
Yeah. They said, I got one job. I'm doing it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay.
It works for everything.
Goodness gracious.
But
But that's every person that made changes in this world, they knew their purpose. They knew they were reaching for something, and they were very strategic and adamant about doing it. And it wouldn't change. Like I said, people who are wishy-washy and don't know what they're doing.
I feel like you stumble into your purpose as you continue to
go along.
Like you may have an inkling of what you
that I agree with.
But you
I agree with that too.
Only if you're doing, but only if you are doing the self work though. That doesn't come if
you stumble into a point,
right?
Because you don't want to spend your whole life.
You're like, oh, okay, well, this feels like for me personally, I didn't realize what I really enjoyed in this life until a bunch of just like a bunch of terrible mistakes that I made were coming to roost. And it was like I'm losing everything, and then I'm looking at like, oh well, this is something that I enjoy doing, and then a friend spoke life into me. I had tried so many different things, and like oddly enough, it's been documented, like so all the different random stuff I tried just for me to get to a point. And then next thing you know, like things started putting itself into my life that said, yeah, this is the right path that you're supposed to be on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you stumble upon it. You don't just like, for those who do have the ability to,
this is my purpose.
Huh?
No, but see that
tomorrow, man. This is my purpose. This is what I'm saying.
Everything you just said is exactly right, and that's why the words that we use. Michelle said it too. That inner work, that healing, because you're going to stumble until you are strong enough to stand. And that's why I said that when I said that and I answered your question. No, there's work you have to do first. And everything that you just said, all those experiences, mistakes, those learning, situations and stuff like that, none of that had nothing to do with money or age.
Yeah.
It was life. You know what I'm saying? It was life. And you will stumble until you learn how to stand.
Until you figure it out. And sometimes you got to bump your heads a lot of times. Until you,
So
But
this-
most of us,
out there, I
we
don't like this.
just
Hurt. This hurts.
because you don't care about what your kids look at and what they observe and what you if you should. I mean, all right, let's say yes, because right now, Ezel, for real, right now in 2024, we are starting to see the product of people just not giving a damn what people think. Because everybody freestyling, the world is about them and they don't care. And we see how chaotic it is.
So is it
You know
all
what I'm saying?
about
That's why we had
respect?
the crazy show
Possibly.
last time, because this is what it looks. This is the beginning of what it looks like when people don't care what nobody thinks. But shouldn't we
Segue.
have some type?
I
Don't we have
can't
a
say that,
responsibility
man,
to
because
care a little bit, at least about what our children see inside our houses?
I cannot say that because there is a great deal of people that do care about what their children see because of the fact that, and this conversation can go in so many different directions, because of the fact that there's such a lack of representation in so many different areas. At one point in time, Black people on TV was
Unheard of.
famous. It was insane. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Like, we need to protect our children from seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we need to understand that there is a great deal of care. There's just way more representation now. And like that's just what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. In certain areas of life, there's certain things that, yes, for sure, kids should not really be kids shouldn't be engaging in these activities. There's a reason why we age gate things, and because of the fact that we don't have a lot of children don't have the mental capacity to, in fact, understand what it is that they're seeing. But there are some things that we age gated that should not have been age gated. There's some things that we said the kids should not see that should have been like, hey, look, we just need to be able to, and we got to understand that a lot of it was just because of laziness. We didn't want to take the time to explain to the kids, hey, you're seeing this because this, and this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it would just happen, and it would left, and then those kids even are left, to their own machinations and trying to figure out what this world has presented to them. But eventually, it doesn't matter. Especially with these things that we have, these technology being at our fingertips, these kids are gonna see anything and everything that we see. So you might as well have a certain level of knowledge base, even if you just have to quickly Google it and say, hey, look, this is what you're seeing right here. This is how.
But Google is dangerous to give you cancer all the time. but everything that you just said is completely
Google
true.
gives you cancer. Did you just
you can Google. You don't want your kids just Googling everything. Lord, they'd be just hype. They be scared about everything.
You get a pain and you go Google it, and Google have you thinking your arm is about to fall off.
Pretty much. Now, everything that you said is completely true, and that's why I say that even more so, because now the way that you looked at it was more like like what the kids are exposed to and needing some examples. But I assure you, because I work with people with all these different ages, most of us, we are a bunch of kids in adults' bodies, and that same immaturity are running our businesses and making these decisions for society. Like, when you don't do that healing, you're just a big kid, being ignorant and being insecure, making these decisions off of the same stuff that you grew up with, whatever your household did, like for real. So it's like, if you have like a sexual issue and you don't deal with it, when you grow up and you have that freedom to do whatever you want to be overly sexualized. So when you choose I'm going to do me and I don't care what nobody else do, that's what it looks like. It looks like the images that we don't want other people to say, the images that should be more private. It comes out into the street half dressed or with nothing at all because they don't care. They need some work, because I don't think anybody, for the most part, wants to represent themselves the way that most of these people are representing themselves nowadays.
Got it.
If they just haven't even thought about it for a second, versus the fact that I'm gonna do it because I can. Most folks are just doing it because they can. They're not even thinking about what they're doing. They're not holding themselves accountable. You see these face tattoos? Do you think they even planned on living till they was 35 with the way that they look?
Unless they have a regular career.
Well, I mean, I could definitely.
Some of them are getting them after 35.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, look, that's man.
Some of them,
but they're not thinking about the longevity.
Some people that live, they just are living life.
I'm not gonna lie to you. After
under their own, however they want to live their life. And I don't see anything wrong with them harming themselves and others.
I said
Like-
after a certain dollar amount, I'm getting one. Look, if I get $35 million, I'm getting a face tattoo. Y'all,
But at least put some thought
I'm
into
afraid
it.
of what that tattoo is going to be.
I'm like, what
What's
are
that
you
tattoo
gonna
going to
be?
be?
I got $35 million. Have you ever touched $100,000? Get out my face.
I just
No, but
we live in
What's the
society.
tattoo going to
thought
be?
into it. At least put thought into it. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people
Oh, for
tattoos.
sure.
It's like
No. Mine
It's going to be like Joe's Crab Shack.
It's gonna be, I know. It's gonna be something small, but it's gonna be like, oh, okay. Like if you look close enough, you'll see it. But it's just like, it's just something. It's gonna be something else.
Like Tiny
Well,
Toons Adventure?
I just feel like we live in a society
RG,
where
don't hear
people
what I'm saying?
do not
That's a good
people
one.
do not respect each other. We don't. A lot of people don't. There's no respect for one another.
Oh yeah, that's our topic.
No respect.
I know. I've been trying to segue into it for like 10 minutes. Respectfully, tonight's topic is the importance of respecting each other in our relationships. Go figure.
funny. Use too
I mean,
funny.
we was
I
talking
definitely
about
believe
some good
that.
stuff.
I definitely believe that there are people that you don't have to respect
Why so?
Go.
I
because
say
if
why
they
so.
don't.
That's
Because if
the
they
word.
don't,
But
if they don't respect you, your time, your values, your input, your experiences, I don't have to respect you back.
All right. So respect is given, not earned.
No, respect very
I
much.
believe respect is earned.
It's definitely it's an earning thing. It's a relationship equity thing for me. If in fact on our first interaction you come off disrespectful to me, then guess what? I'm going to separate myself from you. I'm going to leave you to your own machinations, and I'm going to also remember that I don't respect you because when you through our first interaction, you did not show me that, so that's cool. Like the only time, and the saddest part about this is that I'm gonna speak for I feel like a great deal of people. The only times that I've ever really had to continue to hold somewhat of a relationship or that respectful nature of people is for people that I knew could open a door for me to get to a different place and where I could get past that person. And then it was like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna deal with this until it's time for me to get past it. But that's about
being an opportunist.
Absolutely. Because respect.
I respect you.
What do you mean?
That is called strategy. What you mean?
Mad at it. Listen, you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
That's
to get
strategy.
where you need to go to.
And that doesn't always involve respect. And I'm Ezel. I don't respect everybody just because we are supposed to. Absolutely not.
For not, because look, at some point in time, I gotta respect myself.
Right.
And tell you, fuck you. I'm sorry. Tell you, forget you. You know what I'm saying? and that just be that. My bad. Sorry.
No, so good. I just say it like this. Some people I respectfully leave them alone. That's how I say it. Some people I respectfully leave
respect
you
myself
alone.
enough to remove myself from a situation that no longer serves me.
Absolutely.
That is not respect because you disrespect me. I can't respect you. And there are people that I have to be in contact with that I don't respect. But I will be cordial.
Yeah.
But that's not respect.
Question.
I don't,
because the way that you guys are using respect, is there a difference between respecting someone and being respectful?
Well, if we saying,
I mean, if I respect you, I'm respectful.
If we're calling being cordial and not being rude and mean and nasty, then if that's what you want to call respectful, then that's what it is. But I consider that to be cordial. That means very little words that I will have to say to you. Okay, and that doesn't even necessarily mean I have to say hello to you.
Yeah.
No, I think all of us have a world of options, and you know when folks are just not going to respect you or the way that they approach you and things, and you don't have to interact and deal with and settle with none of those situations, especially when you really see it coming. You know what it's looking like. Oh, I already know what this game is. I believe that everybody deserves respect because I've said that because I've seen so many different combinations. I've seen people on their lowest day be completely crazy and rude and irate, and then so pleasant the next time you see them because they were in a place during that time for that particular deal. And I come from a place where I'm like, I just think that holding grudges and hate, it do more damage for you internally than it do for the other person. They have no clue. And I know how to get the heck away from folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you are toxic, I don't even have to deal with you. I don't
Okay,
have
I
to
just put the
disrespect, and I don't have to do a lot of X, but I'm not going to go out of my way to have an altercation,
Yeah,
especially when
but everybody
you know what
don't
I'm saying?
deserve respect, though. I
Yeah,
don't
because
think
look at the
they do.
definition. I just
I
put it
don't
at the
think that
bottom
everyone deserves respect.
Where
I
is it?
just don't. I don't.
I don't.
because I don't have a feeling of deep
Every
admiration for
person
many
in
people.
place.
I just
And I'm
don't.
gonna just go ahead and say
Yeah.
it like this, because I looked it up. It says
Yeah,
in
I got it right
summary,
here.
being respectful is about outward conduct and manners towards everyone, while respecting someone is about an internal recognition and admiration that may or may not influence your outward behavior. Being respectful is about outward conduct and manners towards everyone. I don't believe everybody deserves that outward conduct
I don't
and manners.
either.
I don't.
So I guess
Hey,
that
look, and
Not
that's
at
the
all
one
times,
thing.
right?
That's the one thing I agree with people in the Northeast about, like everybody
Miss
that's
B in the
from
building.
that lives in the DMV and above. I agree with that. Like some people, nah, like it's just nah. Like they don't.
I don't think everybody
No.
deserves respect, because if a person doesn't respect themselves or you,
How can they respect you?
I can't.
how can
I don't
I
base it.
respect
Now,
you?
look, I don't base it on them.
I
not
work with
respecting
damaged goods. That's
themselves.
why I'm able to do it. Because I know a lot
But
of, I mean,
you
a lot
work
of us
with
walk around.
them,
A lot
so
of people walk around and do not love themselves for whatever they've been through, they've
yeah.
learned,
But
what was taught to
I
them.
can
They do not have
interact
respect.
with
Like
you.
I've seen so many damaged people where like their household was completely abusive. They are currently in abusive situations. No, they don't know how to love you because this is normal chaos for them. There's too many people that I definitely see on a regular basis that function in chaos. They genuinely do not know what love is. They do not know what respect looks like. They grew up and they live in it. They have no clue. And it's such an ignorance that's why I said it, because as humans and as people, we all deserve it. Now, are you going to get it every moment? Are you going to have the actions that earn it? No. But do we deserve it? Do we look for it? And is that what we desire for ourselves? Yes. We all want to be
Not
respected,
everybody
but we
But if
don't.
you
deserves it
go by
though.
the definition of what
Like,
respect is, even
but
those people in those situations, I don't necessarily
if
have
I
to
see you,
respect them.
let me just
But what
go
I'm
ahead
saying,
and
I
say
don't
this.
have to be mean to them. I don't have to treat them badly.
I could just
But I may
ignore
not
you.
have a level of respect for
Ignoring is
them.
great.
Because if I observe how you treat people that cannot do anything for you, and you
Right.
treat them in a matter of disdain, I do not respect you. I don't, and I don't care. Like, what do you mean? Just because somebody can do nothing for you, you decide to treat them lesser than.
Right.
I innately shut down, and I have no respect for you. Like, I've witnessed that.
Right. Me
Like the
too.
way that people will treat a waiter or a waitress, homeless people.
Oh yeah.
Like no, no. Like, once you disrespect them and they have done nothing to you, I'm so sorry, bro. But like, I have no respect for you, and that it don't change for me. It does not change.
Yeah, and
No,
I
I
have
see
a hard
what
time
you're saying. Go ahead.
respecting people who don't.
Oh, you need ISO for this. Wait a minute, ISO.
No, I don't need an ice. I have a hard time respecting people.
But you had to cleanse the breath though. You was like,
who know? Because I'm trying to choose the right words. I don't want to say anything to.
We running with scissors. Say it like you know. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Who don't respect themselves in the way that they want to do better for themselves.
As in, like, they don't take the opportunities to grow.
To grow, to elevate. And I understand that
totally
takes a
get
lot
it.
of healing. And I know, because sometimes that's where it has to start.
That's
But
hard.
it's hard for me to be in relationship with people that are like that.
I get what you're saying, but that's where the different level of understanding and even forgiveness plays in a part, because we can't control anything. We can't control what other people, how they receive you. We can't control what they do to you, say to you, but you don't have to be one of those people. Like, you don't have to be the one walking around, stomping around. Like, you going to respect them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to. You don't have to be that person. Like, I've seen people. I've seen people where they are what the things that y'all described, E and Michelle, where they rude to other people. Never have they been like that with me. I don't have the same relationship or a situation that they do with other people. They respect me when I walk around. I don't. They treat other people like crap, and I can see it where it's like, I don't have to respect them or give them that extra stuff, but I'm not problematic. I do have a sense of understanding, and their problems is theirs, it's not mine. I don't take it on anyway. Ain't nothing negative gonna change the way that I move and how I feel or think about things at all. Like I have my own center of peace.
So let me
So
ask.
I
So
don't
the
know.
person
I don't
that you
know, man.
No,
described,
That's a
this
hard
person
one.
is
Mine.
disrespectful to everybody. They're mean and nasty, just a horrible
And you
person.
can call, you saying you can call it
But
out. I can
they're not
respectfully put
disrespectful to you. So that
Let's
means
say
that,
I can respectfully put somebody else in their place and let it still it's not gonna mess up my peace at
but do
all.
you respect that person?
Yes,
Because
I would feel
respect
like I said,
people for
I
who
can
they are.
respectfully put
Like
somebody
if
in
you
their place.
show up to be an awful person, whether you're doing it to me or others, I'm gonna have a hard time respecting you because
And that's
you're
what I'm
just
saying. I will voice that to that
nasty
person. I will voice that to that person and I will let them know what you just did is unacceptable. I don't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate being a witness to it. You need to do better than that. And it's never allowed here. I will respectfully let you know that. Because that's
That was
boundaries.
kind of like a
You
deep
know
feeling
that,
of admiration.
and I
You
will
just deep check somebody.
disrespectfully tell you to get the bleep out of my face. So get going over there because I don't want to talk to
Hey,
you.
look, that's the
I
thing. You
don't
can
like
just send them on
that.
your way.
That's
Because we all have options. You don't have to actually deal.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
even
want
like
to.
when you
So
start doing it, you
yeah,
have to
but I
deal with
can't respect someone that's like that.
I
Like it's
can't.
hard for me to
you
do
ain't got to
so.
deal with them.
Right, that's my point. I don't have to respect you because you're a mean, nasty, awful person, and I'm not going to respect you. I don't care if you never was that way to me. I just look at you like, oh, I don't hold grudges either. I'm just not going to deal with you.
Yeah,
Like you
I
can't even be in
refuse.
my
I
space like
refuse.
that.
I refuse to associate myself with people that will do that. But I will also say this, Michelle. So then, with by your standards, that means that you wouldn't want to respect me because of the fact that there have been opportunities in my life where I failed to be better than what I was or who I know I am to be. You know what I'm saying? Like where like because I repeated the same negative patterns that it impacted me in a way to where I didn't display that I had the capability of going past who I once was. Now don't get me wrong, time passed, and yes, like I'm not gonna say I changed, but I just let the world say that I knew who he was before, I know who he is now. That man has changed. Right. So that being said, would you say that for me that you respect me or like I'm not one worthy of respect?
No. What I mean is you are in your situation, what you're speaking of, you seem to have figured some things out. When I'm talking
in the
about
moment,
the person who is stuck, and I'm not saying everybody moves at their own pace, their own
or
space.
2 weeks.
But while you're in the place that you're in, that is no growth, no elevation, and you're choosing to sit in a situation that is, which means that you can't really be let me see, what's the word? I want to choose the right word, y'all. I don't want to say the wrong thing because the things that are in my head, I don't want to say them.
You watched the first half of the show? You must have watched the first half of the show. Now you're worried about what
but
you're saying.
you know what? I don't want to offend anyone because I understand, again, like I said, people grow at their own space. But for me to have
she's here for the first half of the show.
utmost respect for someone is a person that actually can see that they need to do that. But if a person doesn't see it, they're not doing anything to change. It's hard for me to respect that person in that space.
But think about that, like Michelle. Think about what he just said, where it's like, okay, he has evidence now, looking hindsight of moments that he would have been, that person that doesn't deserve respect. Like I'm doing some really unrespectful stuff right now in this moment. He figured that out later and he worked on it and changed. And that's why I say as far as relationships with people, because in any given moment, we all are capable of being that person. You know what I'm saying? With today ain't today,
and I guarantee people didn't respect me when I was, and that's fine.
But what you're saying, listen, but what you're saying as far as the observation, like you're not working on it. When you see somebody in any moment, you don't know where they are and if they're working on it. That comes after a repeated
some people I do
time together and seeing them.
Especially if it's somebody that I know.
Look, that's what I'm saying, but it's repeated. And that's what I said about the relationship part, because when you see somebody over and over again, there's time. Sometimes it's wear and tear, but that's why I say that's relationship, because you are interacting with this person more than just the one time. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how you can make that kind of observation. When you first meet somebody, you don't know if they're
I don't know that.
Of,
right. So I could never say that.
You don't say that. You don't know if they're in that moment. If I'm about to jump and everybody can get it, I don't care. You don't know if they're having one of those moments and they need growth or they need help. Or is this where they are repeating the same pattern over and over again? They haven't changed. In any given moment, we all are capable of being that person, and we don't know. And that's why I say that there should be a sense of
I don't think that
just for yourself.
I've been that
There
person.
should be a sense of respect that we should just kind of give a little bit. I know that other people deserve it, but I think there's just a sense of respect that we should own on our own that just comes with you. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that don't nobody. I mean, there's a lot of things really, that you ain't got to worry about even having that type of interaction with me because of what I hold as far as my respect for myself.
Respect has to be earned.
You know, you said the way that you said you're not gonna love somebody. Like,
I do agree in that sense of where it needs to be earned, and I definitely do agree with what you're saying, Penny. To everyone. I agree with everybody to a certain extent. It's just that what I need for us all to do is to understand that, especially because, God loves the sinners. You know what I'm saying? God loves those. Ooh. God loves a good turnaround story. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, that's why the Bible's filled with them, right? So it's like, whereas, don't get, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand, those who are already on a path of righteousness and they already awesome and everything like that. But dog, like, you have to understand, there are those of us, and I say us because I am one of them, who are the prodigal ones, and who it takes some time, it takes some event in your life for it to click, for you to be like, yeah, you know what, dog, like, I need to, move a little bit better in this lifetime. And it may take it happening more than once. It may take you failing even like months, years later,
Agreed.
in the same field, in the same test,
100%,
picking it back up and moving forward. But that's exactly how. But dog, like, that doesn't mean that you should be denied that respect. Now, as for me though, and I say this because I am human, I don't respect people that disrespect those who can't do anything for them. That's just me. And I don't if that's my test, that's my test. But I'm gonna fail that test because I legitimately don't understand how you don't decide to reach out and help. Because
I know how though.
This is my thought process.
Hey, I know how.
When it comes to those, but I do understand this. I also have a certain level of gap insurance and capacity to understand that people can't change and evolve.
Come on, Car.
Hey, I know how you do it though.
So let me just say, everything that Ezel was saying, I totally agree with everything that everybody was saying when it comes to respect. But
we didn't get to
everybody, I believe that everyone should. I can give people grace because I was not where I am today 25 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, respect, grace. I don't know if they're the same thing, but I can give people grace because I know that just because you're in one place now doesn't mean you're going to always be in that place. How I deal with you may be different.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to deal with nobody.
Yeah, right. It may be different.
You ain't got to deal with none of that at all.
Because who am I to judge anybody for where they are? Because I know where I've come from. So, and I know that in the places that I've been, there were people that didn't respect me, and there might be some people that don't respect me now. But whatever.
And
that's fine.
But you know how you can be in that place where you like really cutting up, you really tripping, and when you look back at it, if somebody just gave you a chance, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't write me off. Don't disrespect me. Don't assume you know who I am. Don't assume you know my story, and don't write me off.
And don't look down on people. Like,
when I say about giving respect, it's like that. Like, just not writing people off because they're still human. They in the middle of their mistake. They are actively making some bad choices. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Royal, please.
I don't want to come off as I'm looking down on people or holding up my nose because that's not me at all.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. ISO on me.
Yes.
I want to very much drive this point home. If you look down on people, I am the person that's looking down on you. If you look down on people that can't do nothing for you, it is me that is looking down on you because I have no respect for you.
Yeah, I don't either. That's just not. It's not in my character to be able to just be like, oh yeah, bro. Like, it's so many people out here,
everybody is failing in some section of their life.
Agreed.
You could be helping that person, bro. And that's just my thought process on that.
That's okay, man. Because look at it like this: your philosophy can't stop, won't stop. He said it his ways.
And you know what? Everybody can't go with you on your journey. Whatever journey that you're on, you can't take everybody with you. And sometimes that means that you got to leave them where they are in wherever condition that they're in. Doesn't mean that there's a disrespect there. It just means that you got some stuff you got to do.
You can respectfully walk them to the door.
Walk away.
And that's what I'm saying. When I say start giving people respect, when I tell people, when I say about giving that respect, I'm not saying to be nobody's doormat. Do not sit and be abused. Do not be neglected. Do not go without. Like, stand your ground and make the world work around you. But be kind and make it make sense, because they need the same thing that you do. Period.
And if you try to escape, keep running.
And they can, you know what I'm saying? Because people change. People can change, and you could be that person that make that change. Whether you got to tell them the truth or not, like, tell them about themselves. You ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, this is why you losing this friend for this right here. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't function with you because you don't know how to respect people. You treat other people, you know what I'm saying, like crap. You're not about to be in my circle doing that. Make them change. You know, and look, do like Michael Jackson. Forget P. Diddy. Make them change. Right? Make them look in the mirror. That's the thing.
It's like when I was saying earlier about not respecting people for where they are, because they could be in a place where they're just not a good person. You know what I mean? They're just not a good person, and they're not trying to do anything to change that. They're just being that thing.
But if they live in a household where, I mean, like, they just, I've seen people all the time, like, really, really, especially now in 2024, we are surrounded by damaged goods, especially our people. Our people do not know what love looks like. We don't have a sense of community. Why do you think we're here doing this, y'all? They have no sense of community. They don't know what it looks like to not have to earn somebody's trust. There is a level that should just be there. That should just be there. Look, like, proven, what is it? Guilty until proven innocent? No, be innocent until proven guilty. Don't just assume it, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what the situation is, and you don't know how quickly. Like I said, I can watch somebody completely being cussed out and walk right over there, and guess who's not cussing anymore and smiling in the exact same moment they were letting you have it. And it really is about what you are bringing to the table, what you are giving. You know how you say what you attract is what you give in?
Yeah.
Some of these folks, they attracting that stuff because that's what they're giving now. Because I'm telling you, I don't have them kind of issues. I don't.
Well, I will say it like this. All jokes aside, I'm a person that I'm a little bit opposite you guys. I respect everybody until they give me a reason not to. Because I don't know what your situation is until you open your mouth and you do some stuff that I'm not feeling.
I don't know you. I can't do that. I don't.
Yeah. So I don't know your situation. So until I have interaction with you, that's where I decide whether this is going to keep going the right way or the wrong way. So I don't automatically, because I don't know what I walked into. You know, you could be cussing out the cashier, but you don't know what the cashier said to you. It could be a lot of situations. So until I understand your plight and what you're going through, I usually try to reserve judgment to see if I'm gonna F with you or not. So
and my respect goes towards people who I know or lack thereof, not strangers. You know, because I don't know you to respect you or not respect you, but I'm going to give everybody gets the benefit of the doubt. You know, because I meet a stranger. I don't know you to say what dog kiss my foot, as my mother would say. I don't know you, so until you give me a reason to not respect you or respect you, then so let me ask you another question. So off rip, everybody gets respect.
Yeah, we start at 100, but it goes to 0 real quick.
Start off with it.
Giselle, how you feeling?
Said no.
He's like, he's a. All right, Giselle, you're earned. It's giving once it's earned.
You start off at 50 with me.
So everybody doesn't get respect off rip. Strangers, nobody. Just
no, literally. Respect literally is in the. It says here, grace pertains more to the manner and emotional quality of interactions, while respect is about fundamental recognition and acknowledgement of another person's values and rights.
So everybody don't get it.
I will acknowledge you have rights. I will acknowledge that you have value, but you right now you at 50 because
I don't know you enough to respect you.
Yeah.
And it's earned. So respect is earned.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I will give you grace off rip. Because I don't know.
Yes.
I will give you grace.
I will give you off rip. Respect 50.
Yeah, you gotta earn that. You gotta earn that.
But that grace can go to zero real fast.
Real quick.
That respect
Oh,
can go to
absolutely.
zero real fast, dog. Like it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like because I prefer, yes, to give kindness. I prefer to do that because I believe that will help change the world in a way for the better. But can I not give that? Oh, absolutely.
I guess you're right, especially when you look at the definition of the word respect.
Yes.
People that we respect, the people that I respect are people that I really look at them and I say, this person is dope. You know what I'm saying? I really
admire
them. Yeah, all of those different things.
Because within respect is
words are tricky.
It is. It is.
Trying to define any action, especially English language alone, it gets really complicated even trying to categorize it. So I like the fact that you're using grace along with the respect, because respect is used in a lot of different ways, especially when you respect your authority figures. That usually includes some type of like obedience and honoring. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's such a long range that respect itself holds that it's really like, I like that we're talking about so many different levels of it, because it really is complicated. Like it's not as simple as just what the definition says. I mean, shit, y'all both read 2 different definitions. That's the proof.
That's true.
But that's a heavy word. That's heavy.
That's true.
Because in some places, respect is fear. Y'all know that. When some people like, if you respect your father, you're supposed to fear your father. When you respect God, you're supposed to fear God. Like respect and fear are synonyms in some situations. So it's like respect is pretty heavy. It's pretty complicated.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's I didn't even look at it like that, but you're right. Because what the spin that you can put on the word respect can mean so many different things.
Put the respect on my name, right?
Put the respect on my name.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Well,
so we are coming to a close, y'all. We always going over. We never stay underneath an hour or an hour. Because
I know we still full in these streets.
We out here. We out here. Y'all better put some respect on running with my sisters.
Look, thank you for everybody that is here right now. We definitely respect you. We appreciate you. Like, we appreciate your presence. Like, for real, they hung in there with us. Ain't nobody complaining.
Appreciate y'all.
Definitely. And if you like what you see, consider donating to our show. To our network, actually, the United Front Network at R Gaines II on PayPal. And all proceeds go to the operating cost of this network, where you can see the ops on Monday nights. Shout out to Lady D and One Mike and R Gaines, who's also RG. Is also the host on that other show. Shout out to them. And shout out to everyone who's tuned in tonight and gave us your input and your feedback and all of those. We love it. And keep it coming. Send us an email at weareunited@myyahoo.com. If you have questions, any topics that you might want us to talk about, send us an email, drop it in the chat. You can inbox any one of us on Instagram or wherever we are, but we'll let you know all about that in a little bit. And like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys head over to YouTube at the United Front on YouTube and go and subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram.
I'm about to say, I swear I'm paying attention, but Kiki is hilarious.
Kiki!
All right.
I'm just sitting here trying to like catch up on them. Like, look at this. We got the big notes. Like, yeah, all right. And Pettiness Wednesdays is on point today.
Hey, our people are always with us, no matter what. That is what I love about our
everybody that was rocking with us.
Shout
all
out.
My Instagram folks and all the Instagram folks on RGs and whoever's. I think Ezel's on his Instagram channel. I don't know if he's on it today. People too, and please people, everybody's people.
My IG isn't connected. My Twitter is though.
Oh, guys, make sure if you want to catch the audio or the replay, you can check us out on Spotify. You can check us out on Apple Podcast, and I'm gonna get the list because we're on a whole bunch of different places. I don't have it in front of me.
We're doing big things.
Well, we everywhere, so go check us out while you're in your car. Listen to the replay. Because I do. I always listen to the show after we do the show.
Yeah, I do too. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm glad y'all do, boy, because I'm critical of myself. I don't like listening to
I am too. But you know, I'm always looking for ways for us to improve and be better. It's only up from here. It's only up from here.
Make sure y'all text me y'all notes on me and what I'll be saying. I'm telling y'all.
Sir, we have to wait 2 weeks to give you the feedback. It's only fair.
Oh,
yes.
It don't matter in 2 weeks. It doesn't matter
next week. What are we talking about next week?
Well, it's got to be a course evaluation. His course evaluations are every 2 weeks, so we have to wait until the 15th day
evaluate. If you cut off, you cut off. We're not wasting no paper. There's no evaluation. It's next.
That's funny.
What? Oh, actually, this is the last show of the month of May. So thank you guys for rocking with us for mental health awareness.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, mental health awareness.
So next week we back to being ratchet.
We back to being ratchet.
I don't know if we ever left that ratchet part, but yeah, it's cool though.
All right, so we're gonna kick off next month, June. The show is When Loyalty Gets Dangerous, What Are You Willing to Do for Your Mate?
Oh, nothing.
Oh man,
absolutely nothing.
That's what I'm talking about. We're not going to jail for you. You tripping?
Nah, B.
Ain't
no riding and dying around here.
That's one of the advantages of these 2-week relationships. I don't gotta be loyal to nothing.
Ain't no riding and dying.
In a lot of trouble in 2 weeks, buddy.
Okay, a lot of trouble too.
But guess
look,
not?
Clean and Slim. I don't think that was more than a month. That was just a couple.
Yeah, they had a crazy relationship. And did it and died at the end. See, no, I ain't riding and dying.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, can we come back to that? I got some things to say about that.
Yeah, if I got to ride and die, I don't want to be with you.
Hey, look, can we just ride and get something to eat? Why we gotta ride?
Right.
Just drop me off at the house. I see you're busy right now, running for your life. Just drop me off, please. It doesn't have to end for all of us.
I am Michelle with the 1L. You can follow me on Instagram at Michelle_with1_ELL.
Mr. E.
What's good, great people? I am Ezel Moon _. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And you can, in fact, find me at Ezel Moon _. So many things to come.
You. Pause, by the way. I'm RG, owner of the Base Motel. You can catch me on our games on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for pulling up and being with us. It's her turn.
That's funny.
That is
and
hilarious.
I am Mrs. Penny Owens on Facebook, and you can attend one of my events to see me speak at www.truly-u.org.
And if you're trying to get your life together,
our new commercial is coming up soon.
She's the one to call if you're trying to get your life together.
Yeah, that's right.
Only if you're ready for the truth. That's how we
ready,
handle
though.
it.
You got to be ready for the challenge. Because
hey, look,
anybody playing around here?
Apparently, I'm mean. Hey, look, Kiki coming with me. I like her.
Well, guess what? We're gonna see you guys next week. Thank you for joining. Peace.
Holla back, y'all.
Peace.